Japanese in the land of rice. I know Atlantic from the land of ice. I learned French in Guyana, Yoruba in Nigeria, Spanish in Mexico, Russian in Siberia. Let's go. I've had 1,000 exotic language explorations. All that was left was the Western African nations. There was Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, and Kenya. The choice was easy. I'm a man. I couldn't resist the beauties of Tanzania. Rangi ya ngozi haijalishi, lakini eneo linajalisha. Nimewahi kwenda magharibi, lakini sijawahi kwenda Afrika Mashariki. My Swahili was weak, my desire imara. Hired a teacher from Kigamboni, the center of Tanzania. Everything about her was chameleon. I was on my best tabia. I was her salt, she was my pepper. I lost control of my tamanania. My tamanania. Yeah, she was dedicated to my goals, an amazing teacher. Our hearts were meant to be together. Eventually I'd have to reach her. We met morning, noon, and night. I was enchanted by her smile. I was living on cloud 9 until interrupted by that sneaky weasel Kyle. Habari George, I'm amazed you came so far, Karibu. Are you with your family or did you leave them in Malibu? Oh yeah, that's right, you need women for motivation. Don't you know how to learn without female stimulation? Habari to you as well, Kyle. How do you know Swahili? You're quite the talker. How do you always find me? It seems like you're quite the stalker. We all learn different. Swahili's totemo hard. Please niache peke yangu. Go back to German. Please stop being such a blowhard. Mungu wangu. My Swahili was weak. My desire imara. Hired a teacher from Kigamboni, the center of Tanzania. I tell you, she was chameleon. I was on my best tabia. I was her salt. She was my pepper. I lost control of my tamanania. Woo, yeah. I was finally alone with my teacher named Tattoo. Something was wrong, she was crying. There was nothing I could do. Between the tears she spoke, saying, "You have a family? How could you? You're just like my two brothers. There's no way for us. I'm through with you." The love spell was broken, but so was my tattoo's heart. She was just a token of my plan. My only choice was to depart. I felt so bad again, I let my heart get in the way. I got one thing to say to you, Tattoo. Samahani sana, tafadhali nisamehe. My Swahili was strong. Now my morals were weak. I need to stop this vicious circle. I need to turn over a new leaf. I hurt the beautiful girl with my desire to learn. I hope one day Tattoo will forgive me on the day when I return. On the day when I return. When I return. When I return.
All right. Welcome. It is. Oh my God. I can't even see. It's June 21st, 2026. And I'm still waiting for Y2K to hit. I'm waiting for the world to end. All the computers can't read the dates past 2000. I've got bottled water in my garage, a bunch of chili, soap, prepped up. I'm prepped. I have a news bulletin that goes out to all the neighbors, warning them of the dangers of Y2K. It's ready for me. I'm ready. I've got my jellyfin library of. I will have the only video library in the neighborhood for sure, with my solar power and my generators. I'm ready for it. Whew. I was at Goodwill over the last few days buying even more books. And I saw one book that I bought just for the wording on the cover. It says this. Tell me this doesn't sound like a good book. A scientist awakens from a 30-year cryogenic experiment. ... 12 million years in the future. So far, it's good. It started out third person, then jumped to first person, which is interesting. But I'm excited about that book. I read the first 2 chapters, and there's already been sex from a really hot girl. So that's good. In the end of the world, end times, there's already sex happening. Like literally within the first chapter. Very good stuff. I've been in my head quite a lot over the novel. Not, believe it or not, not this novel. The second novel in the story, which I don't have yet. I don't have a second novel, but I have a concept that I want to run in the novel, but I have no reason, like there's no reason to make the story go beyond this currently, because it ends like really well. I don't have new conflict, you know? And I have an idea for a conflict. I can't like spoil it for you, so I can't talk about it too much. But this morning, I think I figured out something. I think I have an idea, but I have to tweak the ending of this book to make it happen. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure, but it's at least I have an idea. That's the problem with most books that I've started is I don't know how to end it because there's nothing driving the story forward. But good morning, Odo. You're the only commenter so far. I appreciate that. You're probably already sleeping. It's so late for you. You might have already gone to bed. My desk is filled with wrappers of mint candies. This is a problem. And some random flashcards. Random Japanese flashcards for kanji. For when I was cleaning up my desk. Ichi, shi, city. Samui, cold. Tateru, to build. Ototo, younger brother. Ko, construction. Hiroi, wide. Tabi, do, degree amount, I think. Degree time extent. That's all that I have on my desk. Well, I do have these as well. These are, what is this? Another set of, these are kanji radical cards that I have. Tsura, men. Uma, horse, right? What is this? Page, G, page. What is it? Ogai. Ogai. I've seen it as page. And, oh, there's kai for sure. And then the shi. Shinyo. Random stuff on my desk. I'm on 2 coffees right now. LEL. But I am soon to hit the bed. Coffees and the bed. That seems like a good mixture, guys. Drink coffees and go to bed. Boy. You start a live stream and you think, I got some things I want to talk about, and then you don't remember exactly what you're... That was my wife. Could you hear that? Did you guys hear that? That was an extremely loud sneeze. Did I make the flashcards yourself? No. These are, I believe these... Well, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got a whole stack of flashcards back here. We've got Chinese, Korean... Well, maybe you can't see them. These are all flashcards back here. Chinese, Mandarin, Spanish. These are kanji cards. But I thought for sure I had like a higher level of Japanese somewhere. But these aren't even the ones. I don't know where this is from some other set. Because these are different. Right? They're just too easy, you know? I can't imagine there's anything in here that I don't know. But I bought them just for like research purposes because in my brain I'm like, oh, eventually I'll do my own flashcards. Now we could do volume 2 of Korean since we're on Polyglot George's channel. Hang on, I gotta put this back in. I don't know if any of you guys speak Korean. The interesting thing for me to do for you guys would be Japanese, since I'm guessing everybody here knows me from Japanese, not Korean and Chinese and whatnot, despite my years of doing that. But let's see what I'm... Oh man, this has been opened. Where'd all my rubber bands go? I brought a batch of them. Oh, you're there. All right, we'll use these at the end. All right, let's see. It's hard because I'm reading it. Oh, let me push it. Move this up. Let's do a projector new window, and then I'll pop it up here. Okay. Hotarada. I have no idea. Hotarada. Hotarada is... I hate these cards. I hate these cards because they flip upside down like this. So the concept is you're looking at it like this, and then you're going to flip it like this, which is so stupid. I want to be able to read it from the back while it's showing on the front. To feel dazed, emptied, and exhausted. No idea. I probably hold them back here so they're in focus. Hopsurokada. Hopsuruk. No idea. These are hard for me. Shaggy and unkempt. No idea. I hate these cards. Screw this company title, because if I'm looking at a card, oh, Maruda is to be dry. Maruda. Dry. Yeah, new one. Maruda. Muruda. No idea. Muruda, no idea. To return a purchase. Wow. Okay. Cheparda. Never even heard it. Quick, nimble, agile. Cheparayo. All right. Brusaruda. What are all these Ruda ones, bro? I don't know. To commit to the flames. They have a verb for to make a bonfire of. Auruda or Ouruda. To put together, to merge, to combine. Awaseru? Kana? Oh, Ouruyo. Oh, I know that one. Actually, I knew that one. It means to match. Yeah. Ouruyo. It looks good on you. Like they'll say like that. Final one, guys. Jarada. I feel like I should know. Jarada. To cut. I did know that. Cut your hair. I'm out of practice. This is the harder set, though. All right, let me get these things together here. But no, I did not make them myself. God bless my wife. Yes, it was Audible. That's what I thought. Sup, Violet. I also made flashcards for verbs. By the way, Violet is the coolest auntie on earth. She has a nephew, and she went to his birthday party, but she spent multiple hours printing her nephew Among Us characters, and they're really, really cool. Like, insanely cool. Like, oh my God, I wish I was her nephew. And I would want to be babysat by her all the time because she would be printing me cool stuff. She had really cool glow in the dark stuff that she was making for him as well. It's insane. Coolest auntie ever. Oh man, what do we got here? I also made flashcards for verbs, adjectives, and such. It helps, but it's such a brute force of learning words. Well, repetition is the mother of learning. You know that, right? It works. It works, especially if you learn them and then use them. The biggest thing is that everyone, I think, or not everyone, but a lot of people don't realize is you got to use the things you learned, you know? Like, for example, with that marada verb, you know, mogi mara, is it mara? I think it's mara. Those are special ru verbs, which have a special conjugation ruling. I think it goes to maruda. Maruda goes to mara, sorry. We could always look at the Korean from Zero book and find the rule. JFZ gang. We're all here, guys. I did make a new background. Should I put it in? It's all the book covers, all the new book covers. Let's see here. I was meaning on working on those this morning. Here, let me get to them. Give me a second. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see how it looks. Kind of cool. Kind of works. You know, why not? Except I don't have a middle one. I only have 9 books with the new covers right now. That's all I could muster, guys. Yeah, I made that yesterday. Random hairs in here. I spent 4 hours the other day working on my Chinese Girls Rock My World song, and then Violet ruined it. She ruined it by making me realize there's inconsistencies in the song, because in every other song in that album, where I'm lusting for girls of multiple languages, I don't do anything with them and I get stopped. But when you listen to the Chinese song, especially now after the modifications I made, it sounds like I full-blown had sex with all the girls. And it's ongoing. And then I don't know if I could just like change the, like in the beginning, before I actually do the song, there's narration that's said in the album. That's the kind of the goal. I could say, yeah, I gotta admit, I was upset with Kyle that day, and I began to brag beyond what I was actually willing to do with the girls. So take it with a grain of salt. You know, I don't want to admit it, but Kyle affected me again on that day. Just, I'm gonna play it just for the sake of, so you know what I'm talking about. Because this is a newer version. I went through and I spent 4 hours redoing it. Let's see, how can I do this? Okay. This is Chinese Girls Rock My World. Let's see if we can do this right here. Psst.
5 years ago I thought Koreans were the best.
너무 예쁘네.
5 years before that, Japanese girls passed my test.
가와이.
But now the great land of China is where I stand.
Where I stand.
And Chinese girls are so hot, I need a foldable fan.我喜欢亚洲女孩，所以开始学习亚洲的语言。我的气质是日本人，可是我心真像中国的女人。因为只是感到问题很麻烦的，我要和他们交流更多。我的中文还不够，可是我已经真爱上我女人，比韩国女人漂亮，比日本女人可爱，因为我太喜欢中国女人，我得学习中文更多。 Chinese girls are hotter than a dragon blowing fire, cuter than a button, fueling all my Asian desires. The girls in Guangdong speak Cantonese, whispering love into my ear while eating snakes, filling all my needs. The girls in Yunnan speak Mandarin, lying to their husbands, saying I am just a friend. My tiny sickness diagnosed intense yellow fever. After a month in Beijing, I'm gonna be a believer. Chinese girls, they're so raw, they're so real. After Japan and Korea, it's really surreal.
Yo, George, I thought you loved Koreans, and before that, Japanese.
What up, Kyle? How'd you be, Jen? My heart wants what my heart needs. Now do me a favor, shut your mouth, please. But you're still married, right? And you've got tons of Korean friends. Why do you need Chinese girls now? Are they just a means to your end? My Japanese wife, yeah, I love her, man, of course I do. Now get back to teaching Japanese on TikTok, where you got no use. 我对中文还不够，可是我也听见那中文女人比韩国女人漂亮，比日本女人可爱，因为我太喜欢中国女人。我得学习中文，刚读我。You're not even worthy enough to carry my Japanese wife's shoes. My Korean girls, they're all chinchayepo. I see them every time I go check in Gimpo. People like you don't know how to dream. Don't you know Chirimotomore by Yamato Naru is my theme. Specks of dust, when piled up, become a mountain. Have you even tried drinking from the Asian girl water fountain? Anyways, I've got to go. Things are moving so fast. Japan, Korea, and China are now firmly in my past. I got a feeling Vietnamese girls are gonna be the next big blast. 新潮对人为密，心还在对光无光棒。我得学习中文，刚读
Yeah, but the problem is, and maybe it's not that big of a problem. Maybe it's just Violet overthinking things, because it's her that said it, but it's not untrue. Or just it sounds like I'm actually engaging more with the Chinese girls when it says like lying to their husbands, saying that I'm just a friend. That sounds like I'm doing something with them. When in every other song, Kyle comes in and stops me from doing things. That's been the theme of the album. But I don't know. But I like that song less now. I still got to work on it. Even though I spent 4 hours, I like it better in terms of like lyrically, it's better. But I still think I got to work on the vocals. But your idea of the rotating gradient, the problem with I've had that, for the record. I've had backgrounds that change. The problem is later on when you pull these live streams down and you want to do cuts, it's very irritating to see the rotation, the gradient will be like, and all of a sudden it'll jump over to here because you made a cut. Because I say a lot of things that I cut out of in live streams. Yes, you're a monkey wrench. That is what you are, Violet. You stop me at every moment in the way. Matter of fact, I've decided I'm turning to God. I've got a new Bible that I'm reading, and I'm going to turn to God. And I'm going to this is going to speak to me. This is going to be the sign that God's real. I'm going to open up to a random page, okay? You guys tell me stop. I think I heard someone say stop. Okay, it's a picture. It's a picture of God, I assume, or Jesus, or I don't know who the picture is. And now over here on this random page, I'm going to read this random wisdom from God right here. So the Philistines were subdued, and they came no more into the coast of Israel. And the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines all the days of Samuel. And the cities which the Philistines had taken from Israel were restored to Israel. from Ekron even unto Gath, and the coasts thereof did Israel deliver out of the hands of the Philistines. And there was a peace between Israel and the Amorites. And Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life. And he went from year to year in circuit to Bethel and Gilgal and Mizpah, and judged Israel in all those places. And his return was to Ramah, for there was his house, and there he judged Israel, and there he built an altar unto the Lord. Very, very wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom in that chapter. Anyway, this was my father's, and I thought it was really cool. It's just a cool book. I'm trying to figure out when it was printed because it's really insane. Like, it's insane. Look at this thing. It's just insane. I'm not religious in any way. Like, I'm the opposite of religion, but I was trying to figure out when it was printed, but it doesn't say anywhere. Text was printed in the USA, bound in the USA, but it doesn't say when. And I would like to know. See if it comes up. The Old Testament. I mean, look at it. It's really cool. Just as a book guy, it's really cool. How did I not catch fire touching it? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you, it's a real simple reason why. You would think a man so against religion touching a book like this would make me burn. The truth of the matter is there is no such, it's all fake. So may God strike me down. It's not. Now, if I died tomorrow, that'd be insanely awesome. That would be really cool. Very, very poetic. Yes. I remember this first part of the Bible. I did read the Bible up through, I think I read pretty deep in. Let me see. Let me get a vibe for it. No, I don't think I got to Samuel. I might have actually stopped at Exodus. No, I feel like Deuteronomy was in there somewhere. Yeah, this has pictures and everything. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. He said those things. He named them. He was like a linguist. He didn't say Yoru and Hiru. He didn't say that. He said night and day. English is the official language of God. There it is, right there, written in the Bible. Right there, guys. Yes, I am mocking the Bible. That's exactly what I'm doing. My father, very religious. Very, 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 very religious. Catholic. Definitely in his later years. Like, the deacon calls him like every day. Luckily, we've gotten past him always telling me, by the way, it's Father's Day. I should have been talking against my father, but luckily he isn't constantly telling me about the saints. Georgia, you know Saint Padre Lucas of Rome. No, never heard of him, Dad. Well, okay, well, then I got to hear the story of that. That bus in China is still waiting for, these old references, man, that people still bring up. It's Tiananmen Square. And that story, the idea of a bus killing me in China is very real. But I got to go back to China for it to happen, okay? But buses in China, I just remember when I was in Tiananmen Square, they didn't stop for the red lights. They just kept going full barrel down the street. Like, if you thought, oh, it's a red light, I'm safe to cross, it's not. You still got to watch for buses barreling down the street. I also bought NetForce Attack Protocol. You know what I realized, though, too? These smaller books are very hard to read. It's hard to, keep them open. I appreciate the larger size that books are done in now. Let's see how this book starts out. It says it's a series created by Tom Clancy and Steve Piersnick, But this is written by Jerome Priesler, so it looks like people are continuing the stories. Satu Mare District, Romania. The first snowfall of the season was dusting the banks of the Somes River when a catastrophic failure struck the power grid, plunging the western third of the country into darkness. Wow, that happened in the last book I was reading. Niku Borgos was just an hour into his midnight shift when things went wrong. You know what I don't like? When books just blatantly throw out the names of the characters. It's not sitting right with me. I think it takes me to my second chapter to know the full name of my character. Yes. Matter of fact, the very first word in my book is the name of the character, but not the full name. George was certain fate didn't care about a person's dreams, nor how hard they worked toward achieving them. And sometimes it lands a blow to your kneecap, ending your career just because it can. With a sigh, George clicked pay now, and half of what he earned for the month transferred out of his bank account. The loan management app, ironically called Fate Management, blared a trumpet sound, and confetti showered the screen as a cheery voice exclaimed, "It's time to celebrate. You've reached a milestone." George muttered under his breath, "Celebrate being a slave to the bank?" And it takes me, I'm pretty sure, until he's introducing himself in a natural conversation to where we find out his full name. Now we find out the full name of his girlfriend, but I have a really good reason to do that. So this book just like jumps right into it. Like in the second sentence, Nick Borgos was just an hour into his midnight shift when things went wrong. An operator for Satu Mare, or Mar, I don't know how to read that, District's Electrica Power Distribution Center, he was tired from caring for his daughter, who was 7 and sick with the flu. His wife, Balia, a sales clerk at the clothing store, was also miserably under the weather, and he had been doing his best to help her as well. But money was tight, and like him, Balia needed to work and bring in a paycheck. And then I'm always curious how long it takes them to get to dialogue. So there's no dialogue in the first. I just feel like you need to get. Okay, here we go. In front of her now, the panel on screen was replaced by a sector-by-sector map of the region, its cities and towns numbered according to the substations that supplied their electricity. The 5 already offline were black, the rest red. She watched as the 6th went dark. "Over half the stations are down," she said. "Total blackout in 5 minutes. Bitter cold out. 250,000 people without light or heat," Dixon said. I don't know if that's a man or a woman. "Women, children, seniors, all for the sake of bagging one guy?" She glanced over at him. Once again, all for the sake of bagging one guy. She glanced over at him. "The hackers, the technology vampiri, are the local economy. The government protects them. The police, the citizens, everyone." He shrugged with his hands on the wheel. She was right. Suspicions definitely would have been raised at the syndicate's current headquarters, the Wolf's Lair, if only they cut the power to its surrounding village. Not bad. Those smaller books are mass market. See, the thing about Violet is she literally knows everything. If I didn't know her, I would just call her a know-it-all. She's like, actually, actually, those books are mass market. That's what they are. They're mass market. Designed in 1952 by John Prickmonster. I was going to say Palestina, but that's because I read Israel earlier and my brain was going there. I hate them because they're hard. Yeah, they're hard to read because you have to like I'm sitting there holding the book down like this the whole time. I'm like, and then actually, I usually never know the full name of characters. If I do, I forget immediately. The other thing that I hate is characters with crazy names that I can never remember. Like my wife's books that she was reading, all are like, Princess Empanina Chacanini. And it's in katakana. Empanina Tricanini. And like every time their name comes up, they don't shorten it. They don't give her a nickname. They could just call her Empa. It's like Empanini Tricanini. It's like, oh, it's too much, man. Let's see how soon we get to the name of the character in this one. Let's see. We should have like a drinking game. How not just the name, but the full name. And is the name weird? So this is a book called They Both Die in the End. Okay, by Adam Silvera, New York Times best seller. Oh, and this guy does a cool thing. Includes a sneak peek at Infinity Sun in the end, which I think is a cool concept that I will do once I have more than one book out. That's a cool concept. All right, let's see. Here we go. September 5th, 2017. Mateo Torres. It opens with the name of the character. It opens with it. Mateo. And it's a horrible name for me. Mateo, maybe not so bad, but Torres, together, I can't remember it. Death cast is calling with the warning of a lifetime. I'm going to die today. Forget that. Forget that. Warning is too strong of a word, since warning suggests something could be avoided. Like a car honking at someone who's crossing the street when it isn't their light, giving them the chance to step back. This is more of a heads up. The alert, a distinctive and endless gong, like a church bell 1 block away, is blasting from my phone on the other side of the room. I'm freaking out already. 100 thoughts immediately drowning out everything around me. I bet this chaos is what a first-time skydiver feels as she's plummeting out of a plane, or a pianist playing his first concert. Not that I will ever know for sure. Man, this is first person. I'm not a fan of first person. First person all the way through. Coos 772. I think I have problems with names anyway. I'm currently watching a show and I can't name a single person, and I'm 22 episodes in. That happens to me too. I'm like, who? Wait. Oh, and then what was I watching? What was I watching? Oh, it was I think it was Terminator Salvation. And there was 2 characters with shaved heads, and they were both white men. And I didn't know who. I kept getting lost in who was who. Also, that movie with there's a movie with Matt Damon. You got it on a fan decorator. It was Matt Damon and it was like something about some suburb of New York. I forget. Not the Boondock Saints. What am I thinking of? Is that what I'm thinking of? Anyway, everyone was white. I couldn't follow it. I need a black character, an Indian character, or a Chinese character. I need Rush Hour, Chinese and black. I need very distinct characters. Invisible Man, by the way, this was an insanely good movie. Now, this book is from 1952, the year my dad was born. I bet it's written better than most books nowadays. Should I start with the introduction? I'm not a fan of introductions. Do you need the introduction? I think this is pretty long. I think you need the introduction. Invisible Man. What, if anything, is there that a novelist can say about his work? No, that's not the book. Let's get to the book. That's a long intro. What am I reading? Found himself being aided by a Negro tenant farmer who always... Okay, we're out of the introduction. Invisible Man. Now there's a prologue? Okay. I am an invisible man. No, I am not a spook like those who haunted Edgar Allan Poe, nor am I one of your Hollywood movie ectoplasms. I am a man of substance, of flesh and bone, fiber and liquids, and I might even be said to possess a mind. I am invisible. Understand? Simply because people refuse to see me. Like the bodiless heads you see sometimes in circus sideshows, it is as though I have been surrounded by mirrors of hard, distorting glass. When they approach me, they only see my surroundings, themselves, or figments of their imagination. Indeed, everything and anything except me. Nor is my invisibility exactly a matter of biochemical accident to the epidermis. That invisibility to which I refer to occurs because of a particular disposition of the eyes of those with whom I come in contact. A matter of the construction of their inner eyes, these eyes with which they look through their physical eyes upon reality. I'm not complaining, nor am I protesting either. It is sometimes advantageous to be unseen, although it is most often rather wearing on the nerves. Then, too, you're constantly being bumped into by those of poor vision. Or again, you often doubt if you really exist. You wonder whether you are simply a phantom of other people's minds, where you aren't simply a phantom in other people's minds. Say a figure in a nightmare, which the sleeper tries to all his strength to destroy. How long is the prologue? So it jumped to chapter 2. Did I miss chapter 1 somewhere? There it is, chapter 1. It goes a long way back, some 20 years. All my life I had been looking for something, and everywhere I turned, someone tried to tell me what it was. I accepted their answers too, though they were often in contradiction and even self-contradictory. Self-contradictory. I was naive. I was looking for myself and asking everyone except myself questions which I, and only I, could answer. It took me a long time and much painful boomeranging of my expectations to achieve a realization everyone else appears to have been born with, that I am nobody but myself. But first, I had to discover that I am an invisible man. So is this not really about being invisible? This isn't the Invisible Man? It's Invisible Man. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, dude. This is not what I thought it was. Let me read the synopsis in the back. This might ruin it for some people, but it sounds fascinating. First published in 1952 and immediately hailed as a masterpiece, Invisible Man is one of those rare novels that have changed the shape of American literature. For not only does Ralph Ellison's nightmare journey across the racial divide tell unparalleled truths about the nature of bigotry and its effects on the minds of both victims and perpetrators, it gives us an entirely new model of what a novel can be. It's about being invisible as a black man. I thought this was the Invisible Man. I really thought, like, when I read this first chapter, it was way too heavy for a sci-fi novel. It's not sci-fi. I was very happy to show my boomerang, though. Very happy that he gave me that word. Thank you. Yeah. Forward, preface, introduction, prologue, chapter 0. And before we read the book, I don't like to read the summary. I also bought this, probably my favorite nonfiction book. One that I've listened to, not read, I've listened to 2 times. This is a great book. This is the one book I recommend to everybody. I just read this book. This is a great book. A Brief History of Humankind. And Yuval Noah Harari has 2 other books that I own. The follow-up to this is Homo Deus, I think. And the following after that is, I forget. It's about the network effect on humans, but really good. Here, let's start this one. About 13.5 billion years ago, matter, energy, time and space came into being in what is known as the Big Bang. The story of these fundamental features in our universe is called physics. About 300,000 years after their appearance, matter and energy started to coalesce into complex structures called atoms, which then combined into molecules. The story of atoms, molecules, and their interactions is called chemistry. About 3.8 billion years ago, on a planet called Earth, certain molecules combined to form particularly large and intricate structures called organisms. The story of organisms is called biology. About 70,000 years ago, organisms belonging to the species Homo sapiens started to form even more elaborate structures called cultures. The subsequent development of these human cultures is called history. 3 important revolutions shaped the course of history. The cognitive revolution kick-started up history about 70,000 years ago. The agricultural revolution sped it up about 12,000 years ago. The scientific revolution, which got underway only 500 years ago, may well end history and start something completely different. This book tells the story of how these 3 revolutions have affected humans and their fellow organisms. Great book. Totally recommend this book. The audiobook's really good too. Totally worth it. I gotta find a place for these books. My shelves are filled with Blu-rays and DVDs, and I actually picked these up yesterday. I'm collecting The Simpsons season by season. Second season I didn't have. And Golden Girls. I have season 1, 3, and now 5. I'm missing all of the even-numbered seasons. No, I have not thrown my boomerang yet. I have not thrown it. But I want to. I was so tempted in the parking lot. I was like ready to throw it. And I just imagine it coming back and just like, because how do you catch it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you throw it, and then it's spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you've got to be like, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem possible. The amount of knowledge an author has to have, even if it's science fiction or fantasy, just to make a story plausible is insane. Let me tell you, Q, there's so much in this book. There's a lot of bending you have to do of the world, a lot of world building you have to do to make the story work. It is definitely true. Like, I'm dealing with genes, effects on the body, amendments to the Constitution, propositions in California. There's so much. You catch it with your mouth. Oh, thanks for throwing the /S sarcasm, Violet, because I thought you were being serious. Woo! Load off my mind. Actually... Oh man. Why don't they say when this thing was made? They had this really cool Bible reader's aids in the back. Animals to be found in the Bible, and then they give pages where they're found. That's really cool. Harmony of the Gospels. Items of information concerning the Bible. Jewish feasts and festivals. Calendar for daily reading of the scriptures. Wow. Jewish sects and their beliefs. This is a lot of information. How to Study the Bible by Dwight Moody. Can we get any idea of when? Dude, and then they have a full encyclopedia in the back. This isn't just the Bible. Like, I'm still in the encyclopedia. this whole back part is an encyclopedia. They talk about AI. It says AI. Let's see what AI is. AI. I is a royal city of the Canaanites near Bethel, Jerusalem. It's the men of defeat, men of I. Okay. Well, that's not AI like I thought it was. Then they have actual maps of the area, which that was what attracted me to the book. This is the journey of the apostles. I don't believe in any of this stuff, right? But what an insanely cool idea. Palestine in the time of Christ. That's cool. That's really awesome. The restoration of Judah, the kingdoms of Israel. Canaan as divided among the 12 tribes. That's just really, what a well-built Bible. Like, this is the Bible of Bibles. I wish I knew what date it was. It's got to be worth something. It was the property of C.E. Nelson at one point. But zero, and then you got like a place to put marriages in here and births. The Holy Bible containing the Old and New Testaments in the authorized King James Version. How does a book get printed without a date? Nowhere is there a date. There's no even publishing information. Like normally on this page, it would say Library of Congress catalog card number. Ooh. There's that sign from God I was looking for. Let's go to the Library of Congress and look. Can I go to, okay, website of the Library of Congress. All right, here we go. How do we search? Can we do, okay, let me just put the number in. 595442. Okay. Apparently I'm human. Is this it? 1907? This is it. Okay. How do you do this? Okay. The Holy Bible, Timothy Press. Publishers, Chicago. Library of Congress catalog card number. Let's take that instead. Library of Congress. Catalog with UE at the end. Catalog. Card number. ISBN. Subject advanced. Well, let's try it. Is this the same thing I just did? Can I type this number and then Holy Bible? No. Like what? This is not what I want. Okay. The Holy Bible. Hey, this is it. Ooh. Masterpiece Edition. I'm not sure if that's what this is. 1969. Man, 1969. Seems about right. There it is. There it is, guys. Yeah, this is it right here. I'm not starting a free trial to find out how much it is. How about we just add eBay to the price the process here. All right, none of these are the right one. Oh, it is the Masterpiece Edition. Holy Bible. I guess there's a lot of Masterpiece Editions of the Bible. None of them are this one. The Holy Bible, Part 2, the New Testament. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. You've got like a 10 or 15 second delay. Yes. I think we've established this. 20. Well, how do I get rid of the delay? I don't mind trying to get rid of the delay. I don't know if there's a way to do it, guys. Yeah, none of these. Oh, you know what? I didn't think to do was to do the Google search via the cover here. Google Maps is not what I need. Okay, here we go. The Aberdale Press Masterpiece Edition of the Bible features a gold step Agnus D, the Lamb of God emblem on the cover. Similar editions, such as Michelangelo or Rembrandt versions, were published in the 1960s and 1970s. Oh, here we go. On eBay, I found it. It went for, dude, guys, $24. That's insane. It's so valuable. And shipping's $9. It went for $24, guys. That's it. $24, guys. Here's one for $42. I guess the Bible's pretty well printed, so. Well, here's one for $175 on Etsy. So it's 1965, it looks like, this Bible. All right, I'm sorry, I'm boring everybody. Very boring. I don't know what to talk about today. I just decided to start streaming. I'm going to be working with Mike later on a website, on website work. Figured I'd get all of this nonsense out of the way. I need to look up topics. Let's see. Google News. Bethesda man and former Olympian arrested for taking paint from reflecting pool. Okay. Vance wants to turn over a new leaf as U.S.-Iran talks start in Switzerland. Okay. Can we get out of the Trump stuff? Let's go to world. Oh, it's Vance again. Why is world news everything about Trump? And Israel. Italian tourist killed in Dominican Republic resort fire. Wow. France bans alcohol at events as heat wave grips Europe. Oh yeah, we're going to get a heat wave here too. It's going to be pretty bad. The El Nino, the super El Nino is coming. Antoine, welcome. Wonder if I just go to this camera and just don't say anything for 5 minutes, what would happen? Okay, there's 5 concurrent viewers right now. Let's see. All right, I did it. 5 minutes, no talking. I've proved it can be done, and now I have 8 viewers. Guys, if I just spend my entire YouTube trying to balance the drum stick, I don't know what my current record is. I feel like I have a new career. Here's my new record. Here we go. That's 3 seconds, and I probably am going to ruin a monitor. Maybe if I count. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1, 1,000, 2, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 1,000. Why can't I just do it? 1,000. Is it different on the palm of my hand? 1,000. Nope, it is not. 1,000. It's harder actually. 1,000, 2, 1. Okay, 2 seconds is my 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4. I counted too fast actually. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Hey, that was. I'm getting better. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1. Okay, I feel like this is definitely something I can improve on. 1,000, 2. Jeez. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Now I got 10 viewers. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything worthwhile. You guys are too bored. 1,000, 2, 1. I mean, not that I was doing anything worthwhile earlier. Here's my thought. What if it's upside down? Ooh, it's interesting. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. It's about the same. 1,000. Is it? 1,000. What you know what would be cool is if I could balance 2 at the same time, just different fingers. 1,000, 2. 1,000, 2, 1. 1,000. I got too many monitors around here to be doing this. This is really dumb. It's just getting boring for me now as well. Although it has been very therapeutic. I'm not going to lie. Hi, George. I'm almost done with your first book, and I'm looking forward to the rest of them. Thank you. Master one stick before moving on to 2. This is true. This is true. Don't want to overplay my hand. I've already got an insane record of almost 3 seconds. 1,000, 2. Oh, that's right into the camera. Okay, hang on. 1,000. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6. Oh, that was a record. Whatever that was a record. I was counting too fast, but that was definitely a record. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Okay, all right. 1,000, 2, 1. 1. Everyone, try. Go get drumsticks and try this. It's very difficult. That was a pretty good run right there. I'm wondering if any of you have heard the Kanji Learners course. I actually think I have it. I think I scanned it as well. Let's see. Let me check. That would be an English book in my scanned books. Even though it's about Japanese, it's written in English. Let's see. Kanji Learners. No. Kanji Learners course. Got it right here from Kodansha. Here we go. I scanned this. I actually did a review of it, I remember, in one of my old videos. Oops. Here it is. By Andrew Scott Conning. Let's hope his last name is a lie, okay? And he's not actually conning us, okay? Jack Halpern is actually big in the CGK community. All right, here we go. All right, so right away, why is Nichi the first kanji? That's interesting to me. Why is that the first kanji? How does this work? See, you call this a course, but like to me, it's not a course. It's just a reference. This isn't a course. Where's the activities? Here's the entire book, guys. That's all it is. I'm going through the entire book. It's a reference. That's all it is. Hang on. This is the end. So here we are. We're at the end. We've got basically the, what number is this? 1180? Wait, what kanji? Oh, 2300. So literally all the kanji, okay? Ending with niji. What the hell is this? Cocoon with itohen and mushi. That's kind of cool. And then you get all the way to the end to the basics of stroke order direction. Selected compounds with irregular readings. I guess there's quite a bit in the end. Look-alike kanji. But this is too dry for me. This is just a way of looking up. It's the indexes, right? Yeah. I mean, cool if you want this, but you can do this with an app. I have read the directions to it, and it seems very well written. Anyway, do you have any recommendations of Japanese language schools? I do not. I do not know of any. I would prefer around Tokyo because I can access Yokota Air Base. Well, Yokota Air Base, I've been to, and I thought it was like super distant. Like the trains didn't come. I don't know how it is now, but back in the day, it was like every like 30 minutes there was a train, which I'm used to. I want trains like that's very much country territory. If you wait 30 minutes for a train, it need be for medical while staying in Japan. The most effective kanji learning tool, though, I will have to question that. Yeah. I mean, look. You can't ask me about kanji books or Japanese books because I wrote my own, right? Because I will be biased. Even if that book was awesome and I thought it was, I don't think my brain would let me say, this is better than Kanji from Zero. I don't even have Kanji from Zero out. All right. Kanji from Zero. Right. This is the special cover edition. But notice how it's not just a boring bunch of kanji, right? It's got exercises for you. It has all that similar stuff, right? Of information dump. But then we have connecting with tsu. Tsu is used in many words that you might hear in conversation or on TV. Tsushin, futsu, tsuyaku, tsuchi, tsujo, tsuro. And then we have the crossroads. The crossroads radical, gyonin ben. The gyonin ben radical represents a, quote, crossroads and means walking little by little. As stated before, knowing the radical alone doesn't really help to immediately understand the underlying meaning of any character. And then we give a bunch of words that use that radical. We tie it to things. Then you write it a bunch of times. This is a good example of us teaching culture through the kanji, okay? So the religion of kanji, and we go in depth into one of the kanjis taught in this lesson, which is kyo, or oshieru, to teach. The kanji for religion revolves around the kanji kyo, which means teaching. The word for religion in Japanese is shukyo, which is made up of the kanji for sect and teach. The word for church is kyokai, made up of teach and group. And then we give you all of the religious names. So I think that's where Kanji from Zero's strength lies, is it actually is a course teaching you in groups kanji and then going through them and having you work through them and having you figure out what the radicals do, you know, showing you how things work. That's the difference between that kanji course. It's cool. It has all the kanji, and this only has 240, I think. So you're like, oh, well, you only get 240 and that's only 10%, but you get this much more explanation, you know? And that's why if you're asking me what the best book is, it's Kanji from Zero, because you're not going to just, it's unrealistic for you to learn all 2,300 kanji. It takes, especially in that one book, it takes Japanese people years and years and years to learn that stuff. They go through all of high school before they get to that stuff. And you're like, just pick up one book and I'll figure it out. No. And then you can't just learn the kanji. You got to learn culture behind it, words behind it. You have to build a story in your brain. I don't mean it a mnemonic like they do in remembering the kanji, where it's like, Job took the baby to the river and the river is represented by the blah, blah radical. It's like, oh God, it's so much religion in that book. Is KFZ book going to be updated or what is KFZ? That's the problem. What is KFZ? Is it kanji from Zero, Korean from Zero, or katakana from Zero? It's a struggle. We actually changed our naming conventions for files. Everything says Korean FZ, kanji FZ, katakana FZ here in the company, because files used to also be KFZ. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming you mean kanji. They will be updated. It's the next in the series to go. Actually, I've got Korean next on bat. Literally, if I show you the screen, that's the Korean from Zero new book cover right here. And this is book 3. And then book 2 has a really cute girl on it. Let me see if I can find it. Covers. This is book 2. Like today or tomorrow when I get around to it, I'll re-release these with the new. I got to make some changes. How do I not show slices? There we go. The special edition cover, this version, I don't know if it'll be released again. We've talked about releasing it again because the books got updated and some people wanted the updated books. V1910 says, what I love about your books is that you're actually talking to us. Yeah. I mean, it's me. It's me. The concept of what I do has always been, we're on a bus, you ask me about Japanese, I'm going to explain it to you. Yeah, I've had a couple of kanji books, but they bounced off. I'm looking forward to picking up kanji from zero soon. Kanji, okay, kanji. Yeah, kanji is the next in the series of getting new covers. Because right now they're the old styles. Let's see here. These are the old ones. Or the current ones, I should say. The current covers. And then you can see that Japanese from Zero got new covers. So they're all going to follow this style. And then book 2 also will get new versions of the cover. Although I do really like this character written by Haruna. He's really cool. I was this close to buying a drum set, guys. I was really debating. And then I got bored. I got too confused as to which would be good. I don't want to make a mistake. You know, what if I'm only $100 away from a much better kit, you know? I was thinking I should write a book, a song about Russian girls that goes right before the Zimbabwe song. I mean, why not? I already wrote one song about a Russian girl. It just doesn't work for that album, you know? It's about a ballerina and a time machine. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I was going to definitely do that with Nick. I was thinking to do it. Yeah, you know, maybe I should talk to Nick. Nick. Dearest Nick, I am considering visiting the Guitar Center to try out electronic drum kits. I wrote drum instead of drum kits. Would thou'st travelest with me laterist in the dayest? Oh, wow, that really hits hard on the... It goes in the red. Does that like... I don't think I have the rhythm yet. What you don't see is all of the orange flakes, the variety of orange flakes on my desk. No, it's a big mouse pad. This is my drum pad. This is the most bored I've been in a long time, guys. And I need more stimulation from you guys. We need more questions. I need more information. Or I'll start writing a song about a Russian girl. I'm back in the USSR. You don't know how lucky you are. Back in the USSR. Watch, that'll be how I get copy struck. This is why I delete my live streams. Actually.
Exactly.
Actually. I hope this doesn't ever get shown as the George Trombley clip of him going into craziness. Like what's the word I'm looking for? The word is escaping me. There's a word here that I could use to describe it. His fall into psychosis. And then one day he was just playing drums. The drumsticks. Some theorize there was lead in the paint. Downward spiral. Thank you. Yes, that's it. George's downward spiral into Actually, it's psychosis. I just don't have thoughts in my head this morning. Nothing worth talking about. I mean, honestly, no one should be here. This is insane. Just go work on your game, Violet. Nothing's happening. Although I do like the colors These are very psychedelic. Honestly, it's better than me just watching TV right now. I mean, I could turn off the stream and be doing the exact same thing. I'm going to meet with Mike later. That's about it. We're going to co-work on websites. He's going to work on From Zero. I'm going to work on the new project. We're going to try to link it together. I was reading a book earlier. I have an idea. Pull these books off my desk. Okay.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay. What's the so the Korean complication songs? I had it worked out at one point. All right, hang on. Oh my God, everything's okay. Let's go to FL Studio. That's what it was. That's what I was learning. back to that. Here goes. Okay. And then dun 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 dun. Oops. I don't know what just happened. Why does that sound wrong? Oh. Wait. So the left hand's doing this weird. It's like way down here. Oh. Doot, doot, doot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. Look at it sort of here. Yeah. Oh, wait. Why does that sound wrong? Middle of 2, middle of 2. hitting 4? How do you do that? That's more than you can do. I'm not going to do 4. Actually, I can do 4. That's hard. That's it. Why is that wrong? Why is that wrong? There it is. I just realized I could slow this down. Hang on. Let's bring this down to 100. Oh my God, my mouse is not working. Can I bring this down? Okay, there's 106. Oh, now that I see it, it's different. flutes. Why is that so different? Why can't I pause it on this thing? I need to be able to pause it. Yeah. Okay. This key is just not the right. Not the right. It's not the right tone. Well, that ain't right either. Okay. There's usually be other like chord for it. Dun 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 dun. Let me go back to the piano. Happening there. Oh, it's this one. Ah. That's it. No. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Oh. Oh shit, wait a minute. God dang it. good progress, I would say. It's good enough for today. Waste of a stream, but I had fun. Bye. See you. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
I used to only eat peanut butter chocolate ice cream. But now that I'm older, I wanna taste more, if you know what I mean. I'm an old man now, it's been so long, but at one point in time I wrote a song. Japanese girls were on my mind when I penned the original to them in rhyme. No day, no week, no month, no year would another type of girl turn my gears. It wasn't in my plan, I tried to refrain. Give me a moment, let me explain. 10 years ago, things got complicated. K-pop was big, J-pop had faded. A hole in my heart made my thinking jaded. Gangnam Style was on my playlist, but Korea was just a fog in the mist. Be careful, George, curiosity killed the cat. Shut up, Kyle, I ain't worried about that. I ain't a cat, I'm a human being. I'm headed to Korea, I just have to see him. I can't trust the video, I gotta see him for real. Could they really be this pretty? Could they be the real deal? But you're married, George, you have a happy life. I've seen your family, your kids, and your beautiful wife. This isn't about her, Kyle, or my family. Married man, but my marriage don't define me. Korea is a zoo, a place to look and not touch. I be faithful to my wife, not share like the Dutch. In Korea now, having a blast, learning Korean, top of my class. Korean girls, they are the bomb. They're the reason that I'm writing this song. I never thought it possible that Korean girls would have such pull. This wasn't in my plan, I tried to refrain. Give me a moment, let me explain. When I'm here, nothing's complicated. My worries are gone, anxiety's faded. My thinking has changed, no longer jaded. Korean girls are hard to resist when my family's just a fog in the mist. Be careful, George, you might be in over your head. Shut up, Kyle, without this I might be dead. It ain't like that, there's something you ain't seeing. I'm learning the language, just learning Korean. I got no regrets, I'm glad I saw them for real. They really were so pretty that they helped my mind heal. The thing, George, is I think you're in denial. You need to go back and talk to your wife for a while. Kyle, you're right, I need to think carefully. I'm a married man, I should be with my family. Kyle was right and I hate to say I was wrong. It was time to leave Korea and be back where I belong. I admit it now, I was so wrong. At no point in time should I have written this song. Korean girls, they look so fine, but never should they been on my mind. No day, no week, no month, no year should Korean girls been in my sphere. It wasn't in my plan, I tried to refrain. Give me a moment and I'll explain. ごめんねゆかりちゃん。もちろんあなたのこと誰よりも愛してる。でも韓国人の子が本当に綺麗だわ。